lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over.
On third down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they like to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
On the ground, this is Hill. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. To throw, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You've got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Breeze. To the left side here for Eifert. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Caught Eifert over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Breeze. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Redskins are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Bengals deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Now Now 3rd and 8. Breeze has got the completion here, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. Final moments of the first half. Eifert the catch over the middle, and now they get in for the touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. And with that, it's time to head back to field level as we're just one half away from deciding a Super Bowl champion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They run it again with Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Crowder now to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got time. On the catch, it's Crowder. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll take this in at the 1 yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Breeze. And Eifert has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
There he goes, Julian Edelman. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julian Edelman, 62 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. 2nd down following the run.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They go play action. Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
They come out here in the eye.
Easy.
Eifert, the man in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. There's Breeze. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Cutback, left, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback, 25 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing is Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down. Here's Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd and long for Cousins. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, 68 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this run.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Three yards to go on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A first down throw for Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play fake. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Cousins from the gun on third. And able to find Garcon. The gain of 19 and picking up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bengals getting set to go. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.